In the quiet stillness of a Missouri morning on January 15th, 2026, the NASCAR family and racing fans across the world received heartbreaking news. Greg Biffle, the hard-charging, fan-favorite driver known as the Biff, had passed away peacefully at his home in Mooresville, North Carolina, at the age of 55. There was no crash on the track, no sudden public incident, just the gentle end of a life that had been lived at full throttle, both on and off the circuit. The cause of death has not been publicly disclosed by his family, with only a simple, dignified statement shared through close friends and NASCAR channels. Greg slipped away, surrounded by those he loved most, after a private health battle that he faced with the same grit and determination that defined his racing career. As tributes flood in from drivers, teams, and fans who grew up cheering for the number 16 Ford, let's take this moment to honor Greg Biffle. Not just as a champion, but as a husband, father, friend, and one of the most genuine competitors the sport has ever known. Greg Biffle was born on December 23, 1969, in Vancouver, Washington, raised in a working-class family where hard work and determination were everyday lessons. From a young age, Greg was drawn to speed, racing go-karts, then stock cars on short tracks across the Pacific Northwest. He moved to North Carolina in his early 20s, chasing the dream of NASCAR with nothing but talent, hustle, and a refusal to quit. He climbed the ladder the old-fashioned way, winning in the NASCAR Busch Series, now Xfinity, earning Rookie of the Year honors in 2001, and finally breaking through to Cup Series stardom with Roush Fenway Racing. The early 2000s were Greg's golden era. He won the 2000 NASCAR Busch Series championship, then stormed in a Cup with Roush, claiming 19 victories, including iconic wins at Michigan, Texas, Homestead, and the 2003 Brickyard 400. His 2005 season was magical. 6 wins, a near-championship run, and a reputation as one of the toughest, most consistent drivers on the circuit. He battled legends like Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson wheel-to-wheel, earning respect for his aggressive style and never-say-die attitude. Even in later years, when wins became harder to come by, Greg remained competitive, delivering memorable moments like his emotional return win at Michigan in 2012 after personal and professional struggles. He retired from full-time Cup racing in 2016 but stayed connected to the sport, racing part-time, mentoring young drivers, and running his own team in short-track events. Greg's personal life was built on deep, lasting love. He married his high school sweetheart Christy Biffle in 2001, and together they raised 2 wonderful children, daughter Emma and son Braxton. Christy was his rock, standing by him through the highs of championship contention and the lows of injuries, team changes, and the relentless demands of NASCAR life. The Biffle family lived in Mooresville, North Carolina, raising their kids in a home filled with laughter, racing stories, and the kind of love that weathered every storm. Greg was a devoted dad, coaching Little League, attending school events, and making sure his children knew they were his greatest accomplishment. In his final years, as health challenges mounted, it was Christy, Emma, and Braxton who surrounded him with care, reminding him every day how deeply he was loved. Greg's lifestyle reflected the same no-nonsense, down-to-earth approach he brought to the track. He and Christy lived comfortably in Mooresville. Nice home, plenty of land for his cars and hobbies, but never lost touch with their roots. Greg loved the simple things: hunting, fishing, spending time with family, and working on cars in his shop. He was generous with his time, often seen at local short tracks, signing autographs for hours, and supporting charities close to his heart. His net worth, built through decades of NASCAR earnings, sponsorships, and smart investments, was estimated in the $20 to $30 million range, enough for security and comfort without extravagance. Greg lived well, but he lived real, always remembering where he came from and the people who helped him get there. The news of Greg's passing spread quickly, and the outpouring of love was overwhelming. NASCAR issued a statement calling him a fierce competitor and a true friend to so many. Drivers like Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, and Joey Logano shared personal memories of racing against the Biff his intensity, his humor, his refusal to back down. Fans flooded social media with photos, race highlights, and stories of meeting him at tracks, always noting how approachable and kind he was. At 55, with so many stories left to tell and families still needing him, his departure feels impossibly soon. Yet his legacy endures in every lap, every win, and every fan who ever cheered for the number 16. As we remember Greg Biffle, a husband, father, champion, and one of NASCAR's most authentic souls. We're reminded to live with passion, love without reservation, and race through life with the same courage he showed every time he buckled in. Thank you, Greg, for the wins, the wheel-to-wheel battles, the smile you brought to millions, and a reminder that real legends leave more than trophies. They leave love. Rest in peace, Biff. You'll always be missed. If this tribute to Greg Biffle's incredible career, heartfelt life, and far too soon passing touched you or brought back memories of cheering for the number 16, please like the video and subscribe for more emotional stories honoring the drivers who gave us so much. Your support keeps these memories alive. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.